Hi, I'm Madam Eileen. It is Easter season. It is fun. I'm going to show you how to do a space bunny. You're going to need a 160 white. We're going to make the ears. You don't need a lot, just enough to make ears. I haven't decided how exactly I want to do the ears. If I just want to do two ears sticking up like that, I like that. Okay. Ta-da! That big. We don't need the rest of this, so I'll take my scissors and cut and tie long. So you want a long bit on this next part. Now I'm going to do red, though you can use white, green, purple. I should do white. I was going to do red, but I'm going to do white. Inflate it so you have a good measure from your pinky to your thumb. You're going to do that on both of the white balloons. Now, you can measure about 3 to 4 fingers. You want it to be about that tall. Then throw in a pinch twist. So you basically, just think of it this, you just made dog legs with a pinch twist. Now you want to go about 5 fingers across, connect it to the first balloon's pinch twist, and then take that balloon, pull it over, and wrap it around the second balloon's pinch twist. Now we're going to do a technique called weaving. You're going to do a tiny bubble. Now when I say tiny, I mean tiny, barely a finger wide. And then you do a pinch twist. You don't have to, but I just find it's easier for beginners. Experts can just go ahead and do the regular weave. We're going to weave a total of 3 rows. We already have row 1. Now we're going to do row 2. We go across and around that pinch twist, and then take the balloon on that side across and go around that pinch twist. We now have 2 rows, and now we're going to do a little spacer bubble and a pinch twist. Spacer bubbles are usually bubbles that cause just enough space between the balloon sections to fill in any holes and gaps. It's usually used mainly in the construction of your sculpture. Okay, now one side goes over and wraps around that opposite pinch twist, and then that longer balloon comes back over, wraps around the other pinch twist. And now we take a little bit of silver. If you just get regular silver balloons, they're going to be see-through. You want to get chrome balloons. They give you a true silver color without that see-through-ish. But if all you have available to you is the silver balloons, you can put a black or a white balloon into it, double stuffing, and then inflate it, and that will help get rid of the opaqueness. So I just went across once with a silver. Now I'm going to take one of these, the white balloon, and I'm going to go over to that pinch twist. And then I'm going to take this balloon and go back over this way. And then take the tail, I'm going to tuck it inside the layers of balloons. I'm going to take this and tuck this inside the layer of balloons. Do you recognize this? It looks like a very famous space game. I'm going to take my bunny ears and I'm going to go right behind this topmost white balloon, through the layers, and out the bottom. Pull it tight. Pull it really tight. Too tight. Pull it firmly. Ease up so it has some slack, and then wrap around the leg. It's very important that after you pull down tight, you give it a little bit of ease, because if we pull it tight, and then wrap it around this knot when it's tight, these ears might be pulled off to the side. But if you pull it tight, so it's firmly in up here, and then you ease up, give it some slack, it fits perfect. The silver is peeking out. I'm going to tuck that back in. I'm going to take the rabbit ear tail, and stick that back in. I'm going to then take these ears, and I'm going to bend them forward, hold them, and I'm going to shock twist them. That's when I pinch the air out of a section and I pull it. This is natural latex. It's made from the sap of the rubber tree. And you might not know this, but trees are a natural plasticizer. Bunny ears. Now we're going to put our space bunny on a bed of grass. So let's get some grass. This is spring green. And then you want to make the loops 2.5 to 3 inches tall. You really don't want it bigger than that, because then it sticks out too far over a candy cup. You want to keep them nice and small. But you don't have to put it on a candy cup. You could put it on a bracelet or a hat. There's a Facebook group called the Hairbanders, all about showing off different designs that people have done putting balloon sculptures on hats. If you have someone who's scared of balloons, a balloon hat might not be the best thing for that person. So you can get hairbands or headbands and attach your sculptures to the band rather than to the balloon, and the person who's scared of balloons feels a little more confident about wearing a balloon hat. Because the one thing they don't want is that balloon hat plopping on them. So you make your flower. If you have a long enough tail, this will work. You'll only have a long tail if you've made these petals small enough. As you see, this petal ended up a little too big. I'll just put that one towards the back so no one can see. I use my fingers to give it some slack. You go around your fingers and around the petals. Latex likes to stick to itself, so that's why it's best to use balloon. You don't have to wrap around too many times before it wants to stay there. Now we need to connect the bunny. You get a scrap of white. You can put it between the feet. And you can tie those feet together. And then pull the bunny sculpture down. There we go. We got a bunny on a hat. Space bunny. Here's a little space guy I made for a birthday party. I was at the Cortez birthday party this weekend, and I made Among Us for one of the party guests, and he loved it. It was a Frozen themed birthday party, So they were having a craft activity and they put these gems, these blue sparkly gems on their decorations, and he decided to bling up his Among Us. Or actually, I really don't know if it was him. I think maybe his sister or one of the girls that was there got a hold of his Among Us and blinged it up. And he didn't want to have sparkly stuff, so he gave this back to me. He says, "Look, we made it pretty just for you," and made it a gift back to me. So I'm going to keep him for a while. Thank you, Cortez family, for having me at your birthday party. That was a lot of fun. So I was thinking about doing my bunny out of red. I'm going to be doing an Easter party over at Scottsdale. Trinity Baptist Church is having me, and I'm going to be over at Scottsdale Square, Scottsdale Commons. I forget if it's Square or Commons. But I'm out there in Scottsdale. Look for me. You can get a space rabbit. Bye. Oh, not bye. I want to show you how I put this on a candy cup. First, you take your cup. It can be many different sizes. This is a 16-ounce cup. And then you take your candy and you put it in. You can arrange it carefully, or you can just shake it in. You can put a lot of candy or just enough candy to hold it down, like that. I like to pack my candy cups till they're full to the top. And then I have to do something special with the round balloon. But if you don't put a lot of candy in your candy cup, all you need is a round balloon. Size a round balloon, put a lid. So it fills up the cup. And then you see there's just a few more gaps to fill. This way you don't have to flatten that top round balloon. I put so much candy in my candy cups that I have to flatten my balloon. So I fill in the gaps with some more candy, some sparkle candy. If you have a business card, you want to include it in there because they might want to order more from you. And then I click the lid on. And there's my candy cup. And then I hold the knot of this balloon and I use my thumb to push it up and into the center of the green grass mat. And I wrap the balloon around 1 or 2 times. And there we go. We got a bunny on a candy cup. And one of my other previous videos, you can just take a regular rubber band and wrap the rubber band around and over the nest of grass, and you got a bracelet. Have a wonderful, happy Easter, you space cadets. Bye.